Hello everyone, this is Alraies from SCAI 2023 in Phoenix. I'm really privileged today to be with Dr. Neel Butala. He is one of the recipients for the SCAI Early Career Grant in 2023. Neel, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So congratulations for the grant, and you are one of the recipients for 2023. Tell us about the process, how did you find out about it, and how the application went?
One of my mentors just kind of forwarded to me and said, hey, this is a great opportunity, SCAI's a great organization, and they're supporting these types of research projects. So I applied for it and I got it, and I was super excited.
Awesome. And what is the idea of your grant?
So fundamentally, I'm based at the University of Colorado and the VA, and I see a lot of calcific coronary disease, and just want to figure out, what are the practice patterns of treating calcified coronary lesions, especially with the introduction of coronary IVL that happened a couple years ago. And so we just want to look at national trends and hospital variation, and that the novel technology coming through really pushed us to think about reevaluating this again.
So did you use your own data to study this question, or use the national data?
So I use the NCD or CAT PCI database that actually has over 90% of all hospitals performing PCI in it. So we have a good national, robust national estimate of what's been going on.
Right. And what was the kind of just synapse of the result?
It was actually pretty surprising. Coronary IVL really overtook all other calcium modification strategies. And so by the end of midway through 2022, people were using coronary IVL more than atherectomy, more than cutting balloon angioplasty, at scoring balloon. So really, in the 1.5 years since it was introduced, it really skyrocketed in use. It was pretty impressive.
Is there variation in terms of what hospital setup is there, teaching versus not teaching?
Yeah, and so the early adopters for it, as one would expect, are teaching hospitals, urban hospitals, high PCI volume hospitals. But in over 40% of all hospitals, it's the predominant strategy for treating calcium in coronary arteries.
So does it say, your data, does it say any complication rates or any outcome post-atherectomy or post-IVL?
So for this particular talk I'm presenting today, we're not looking at outcomes. Also, there's going to be a fair amount of confounding because people use IVL for different types of patients and people who use atherectomy versus nothing. So it's a little confounded. So for today, we're just focusing on trends, which have been crazy, and then variation across hospitals.
Is there a difference in terms of ethnicity or economic status of the patient or insurance types?
So that we're still working on, and that I'm hoping to present at a future meeting. We just didn't have it in time for this, but that's definitely predictors of IVL use and dissemination of that, as well as just in general predictors of calcium modification strategies is what we hope to present at another meeting.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and this grant's hoping to support that as well.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, congratulations again. Great question, great results, and I think going to help us understand the utilization of new devices as well as known devices for atherectomy and especially with severe calcification. Please watch this video and others on SCAI-TV. This is Alraies from Phoenix. Dr. Butala, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.